You know that feeling when you scroll through social media and see couple after couple living their best lives together, and something tightens in your chest? When you wonder if that kind of connection is even possible for you? If you've ever felt invisible, or convinced yourself that being alone is easier than facing rejection, this conversation is for you. Let's talk about something we don't discuss enough: finding genuine, loving relationships as a trans girl. Not the fantasy version, not the nightmare scenarios, just the real, messy, beautiful truth about connection, intimacy, and building a life with someone who sees you. Here's what nobody tells you about navigating relationships as a trans woman. The hardest battle often happens inside your own head before you even meet anyone. Shame creeps in quietly. It whispers that you're asking too much by wanting love, that your transness makes you a burden, something to be tolerated rather than celebrated. You start pre-rejecting yourself before anyone else gets the chance, building walls so high that even genuine interest can't reach you. The rejection, when it comes, cuts deeper than it should. Every unanswered message, every date that ghosts, every person who seemed interested until they learned the truth. It accumulates. You start cataloging every "I'm just not into trans girls and you're pretty" but as evidence that you're fundamentally unlovable. Self-deprecation becomes armor. If you tear yourself down first, maybe it'll hurt less when someone else does it. You catch yourself thinking, "I should be grateful anyone's interested at all." You lower your standards, accept breadcrumbs, convince yourself that half-hearted attention is better than nothing. But here's the truth beneath all that pain: you're not the problem. Your transness isn't a flaw to overcome or a handicap to compensate for. The loneliness you feel is real, but it's not inevitable. When you do find the right person, everything shifts. Not in a fairy tale way, but in a way that makes you realize what you were missing. Trust becomes your foundation. You stop hiding parts of yourself, stop curating every word and action. You can be dysphoric on a Tuesday afternoon and not fear abandonment. You can share your fears about surgeries, about family rejection, about navigating the world, and know that someone's truly listening. That kind of trust, where you're seen completely and still chosen, heals wounds you didn't know you had. Acceptance isn't about someone tolerating your transness despite themselves. It's about someone who genuinely sees your womanhood, never questions it, defends it when others challenge it. It's being with someone who gets angry on your behalf when you're misgendered, who corrects people without being asked, who never makes you feel like you're woman asterisk. Love shows up in unexpected ways. Maybe it's your partner researching HRT side effects without you asking. Maybe it's them learning your chosen family's names and remembering their birthdays. Maybe it's the way they touch you with reverence, like your body is sacred, not scandalous. Support, both emotional and practical, creates breathing room. Financial stability with a partner can mean finally affording that surgery you've been saving for. It can mean splitting rent so you can leave a transphobic workplace. Moral support means having someone in your corner during family drama, legal name changes, discrimination fights. You stop carrying everything alone. The right relationship doesn't complete you, but it does make the hard parts of existing as a trans woman more bearable. And it amplifies the joy. The most common question is also the most frustrating: where do you even start? Most people meet partners through expanded social circles. Join trans-friendly community groups, LGBTQ+ sports leagues, hobby meetups, volunteer organizations. The key is showing up consistently to spaces where you can build genuine friendships first. Many lasting relationships bloom from friendships, and you'll expand your network of people who can introduce you to others. Dating apps are a tool, not a solution. Apps like Taimi, Lex, or OKCupid let you be upfront about being trans, filtering out people who aren't interested from the start. Be honest in your profile. Use recent photos. State your identity clearly. Yes, you'll get fewer matches, but the matches you do get are people who already know and are interested. Quality over quantity saves your emotional energy. LGBTQ+ spaces, both online and in person, remain valuable. Pride events, queer coffee shops, trans support groups, Discord servers, local meetups. These spaces attract people who are already affirming or at least aware. You're less likely to face basic ignorance. Consider looking in unexpected places. Book clubs, art classes, hiking groups, gaming communities. Sometimes the best connections happen when you're both focused on a shared interest rather than actively dating. You'll meet people who get to know you as a whole person first. Be open about who might surprise you. Some of the most supportive partners come from backgrounds you wouldn't expect. Don't write off entire categories of people, but do pay attention to green flags, people who ask questions with genuine curiosity, who've done their own education, who have other LGBTQ+ friends. Hope and caution aren't opposites. You can pursue connection while still maintaining boundaries. Watch for fetishization early. If someone's only interest in you centers on your transness, if they ask invasive questions about your body before knowing your favorite color, if they seem more excited about being with a trans girl than being with you specifically, that's a warning sign. You deserve someone attracted to you as a complete person, not someone collecting an experience. Notice how they talk about other trans people. Do they misgender trans folks in the news? Make jokes about trans bodies? Express discomfort with certain transitions? How someone treats other trans people when they think it doesn't affect you reveals how they'll treat you when things get complicated. Meet in public initially. Tell friends where you'll be. Trust your instincts. If someone pressures you to meet privately right away, if they get defensive when you prioritize safety, if something feels off, listen to that. Your safety matters more than seeming cool or trusting. Be cautious about people who want to keep you secret. If someone isn't comfortable being seen with you publicly, if they make excuses about why you can't meet their friends or family yet, if they want all the benefits of a relationship without any of the visibility, recognize that as the red flag it is. Set boundaries around disclosure. You don't owe everyone your medical history or transition timeline. Share what feels right when it feels right, but don't let anyone pressure you into vulnerability before you're ready. Your body, your story, your choice. Pay attention to effort. Are they learning your language? Respecting your pronouns? Making you feel desired, not despite your transness but as a complete package? Do they show up when things are hard, or only when it's convenient? The goal isn't just finding a relationship. It's building a life where you feel authentic and connected, whether partnered or not. Self-discovery doesn't pause when you meet someone. In fact, a good relationship encourages it. You'll keep learning about your gender, your sexuality, your needs, your boundaries. The right person grows alongside you rather than demanding you stay static. Acceptance starts with you. Not in a toxic love yourself first way that dismisses real barriers and discrimination, but in recognizing your inherent worth. You're not asking for charity when you seek love. You're offering your full self to someone lucky enough to appreciate it. Community matters as much as partnership. Build friendships with other trans people who understand your specific joys and struggles. Cultivate chosen family. Create a support network that doesn't depend on one romantic relationship. This makes you a better partner and protects your well-being. Your transness is part of your story, but it's not your whole story. You're also someone with passions, talents, quirks, dreams, pet peeves, comfort shows, strong opinions about the best pizza toppings. Lead with your fullness. The right person will be interested in all of it. Finding love as a trans girl isn't easy, but it's absolutely possible. You're not broken. You're not too much. You're not asking for something unreasonable when you want genuine connection, acceptance, and partnership. The loneliness you feel right now is temporary, even when it doesn't feel that way. Every trans woman in a loving relationship once wondered if she'd ever find someone. Every happy trans couple started with that same uncertainty you're feeling. You deserve someone who sees your strength, celebrates your femininity, supports your journey, and chooses you consistently. Not someone who tolerates you or fetishizes you or keeps you hidden. Someone who's genuinely proud to be with you. While you're searching, invest in yourself. Build the life you want to share with someone eventually. Pursue your interests, deepen friendships, work on goals that matter to you. Become the kind of person you'd want to date, not by changing who you are, but by honoring it. And remember, Your worth isn't determined by relationship status. You're complete right now. A partner adds to your life, they don't create it. Keep your heart open, your standards high, and your hope alive. The right person is out there, probably wondering if someone like you exists. When you find each other, all of this struggle will make sense. You've got this. You're worthy of love. And you're absolutely not alone.